Hey everybody, my name is David Barnes and this is BlueMix. BlueMix is a place for developers to go to quickly create applications in the cloud without having to deal with any of the underlying infrastructure. To start creating an application with BlueMix, you simply choose the runtime or the framework that best suits your application needs. You give the application a name, and BlueMix kicks off an instance of that framework or runtime, and it's up and running. No more dealing with routers and domain names and virtual machines and bringing in a dozen people. Instead, you can go off and start working on your application. Now that your framework is running, it's time to go and select the other services that you might need for your application. The services catalog is like a candy store for developers. There are services that are IBM created, services that are created by our third-party partners, and community-created services. Select the service that you want, the application that you want it added to. BlueMix kicks off an instance of that service, binds it to your application, and it's ready to use. Your framework is running, your services are running. Now it's time to go and write code. From the very beginning, we've focused BlueMix on developer freedom. If you want to work in Eclipse, work in Eclipse. If you want to work in the command line, work in the command line. If you want to have fun, use Rational's Jazz Hub. When it's time to deploy your application, it pushes the code back up into BlueMix and your application is up, running, and ready for the end user. You've deployed your application, the end users love it, now it's time to scale. Well, luckily, BlueMix is built upon Cloud Foundry, so when you need to add more resources, Cloud Foundry can provide all of the elasticity that the cloud promises us. And when end users come and need more feature and more functionality, you can simply go to the catalog, add more services, change your code, push it back up into BlueMix, and you start working in that iterative DevOps fashion. Now it's time to kick back, relish in the fact that you created your application so quickly, and innovate. Because once you see that those IT roadblocks get out of the way, and you can start out small, when you find an application idea and you give it a try, if it's a winner, scale it out. Well, there's far more to BlueMix than I can show in a short video. The best way to learn more is to try it yourself. Go to BlueMix.net, sign up for the beta, and find out just how quickly you can create applications in the cloud.